Life's constant tests. The power of letting go. Life has a funny way of testing us. It constantly challenges us, pushing us to try to control every little detail, how things unfold, the timing of events, and how people react to our efforts. The harder we try, the more frustrated and exhausted we become. We plan each step, believing that if we just try harder, push more, and never let go, things will eventually fall into place. But what if I told you that the secret to success isn't in the hustle, but in the release? What if I told you that by letting go and trusting the universe, you unlock the flow of everything you desire? Today, we're diving into the art of surrender, why everything you've been chasing is already on its way. 1. The universe responds to your vibration, not your desperation. In Buddhism, there's a deep understanding that the universe isn't some random force. It responds directly to the energy we put out. This energy is what we call our vibration, and it's constantly sending signals to the universe. Your vibration is like the frequency you operate on. It's the thoughts, emotions, and beliefs that create an energetic output. If you're vibrating with calmness, trust, and positivity, you're sending out a message of abundance and peace. And guess what? The universe responds to that. It aligns your reality with the vibrations you're projecting, bringing more of what you're sending out. However, when you're filled with anxiety, desperation, and constantly chasing what you think you need, your vibration changes. In those moments, you're not aligning with the universe's flow. You're telling it that you're in a state of lack. Desperation is powerful, but it works against you. When you try to force things, you're sending out a message of need. The universe doesn't hear your need, it hears the lack. And in response, it reinforces that feeling of scarcity. But here's the thing. When you step back, align your energy with what you truly desire, and trust that it will come at the perfect time something incredible happens. Your vibration shifts from one of lack to one of trust and abundance. In that alignment, the universe begins to send you signs, opportunities, and connections that bring your desires closer. But when you push too hard, when you try to force things to happen, you're blocking the natural flow of the universe. You may think that doing more is bringing you closer to your goals, but what you're really attracting is frustration, stress, and doubt. The universe responds to your vibration, not your desperation. When you stop chasing and start vibrating with calm confidence and trust, the universe will meet you halfway. The key is to align your energy with what you want. Release the need to control the outcome and trust that what you desire is already on its way. 2. You only block what you try to control. One of Buddhism's most powerful teachings is the realization that when we try to control things, we end up blocking the natural flow of life. It's human nature to want control. We want to plan, predict, and make sure everything goes our way. But when we hold on to this need for control, we create resistance both within ourselves and with the universe. Imagine trying to hold something so tightly that your hand becomes stiff and rigid. The harder you grip, the less you can feel or enjoy the very thing you're holding on to. Life works the same way. When we try to control every detail, every timing, every step, we become tense and closed off. We can't allow space for anything new to enter. Our constant need to control only creates friction, pushing away the very things we're trying to attract. Letting go of control is the key. But it's not about being passive. It's about releasing the need to dictate every single detail and trusting that the universe will handle the rest. This doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing what's necessary without forcing or controlling every aspect of the process. You act with intention, but you let go of the attachment to the outcome. Letting go of control doesn't just apply to external circumstances, it applies to your internal world too. When you try to control your thoughts, emotions, and actions out of fear or anxiety, you create internal resistance. This resistance blocks your inner peace and calm. When you surrender to the flow of life, you release that internal tension. And when that happens, magic begins to unfold. Letting go doesn't mean you give up on your dreams. It means you stop forcing them to happen and trust that they will come at the perfect time. You create space for opportunities, blessings, and solutions to emerge naturally without interference. The more you try to control, the more you block. When you let go, you make space for everything you desire to come to you effortlessly. 3. Silence speaks louder than noise. In today's fast-paced world, we're surrounded by noise, both external and internal. From the buzzing of phones to the endless chatter in our minds, it feels like we're always in motion, always thinking, always reacting. But in Buddhism, there's a deep understanding that true wisdom and clarity come from silence. Silence isn't just the absence of sound, it's the space where true insight arises. When we quiet our minds, we open ourselves to hear the whispers of the universe. Think of it like a still lake. When the surface is calm, you can see everything clearly beneath. But when the water is disturbed by waves of anxiety, worry, and distraction, nothing is visible. It's only in silence that we can begin to see the answers we've been searching for. Silence is powerful, not just within ourselves, but in our external lives as well. In a world where everyone is shouting for attention, silence can be your greatest strength. By remaining silent in the face of chaos, you protect your inner peace and send a message to the universe that you are in control of your inner state. This silence doesn't mean weakness or avoidance, it's strength. It's the strength of knowing that you don't need to add to the noise. The more we fill our lives with noise, the less room there is for the universe to communicate with us. We get caught up in the illusion that we need to talk, act, or react to make things happen. But the truth is, the universe often speaks in whispers, subtle nudges, and quiet guidance. When we're constantly talking, overthinking, or worrying, we block the messages the universe is sending us. But when we embrace silence, we open ourselves to clarity and connection. Silence allows us to tap into a deeper connection with ourselves and the universe. It's in silence that we find true strength, direction, and alignment with the flow of life. 4. The art of trusting timing. In a world that thrives on instant gratification, waiting can feel like a challenge. We want things right now: success, happiness, love, and all our desires to be fulfilled immediately. But Buddhism teaches us the profound art of trusting timing, a principle that can transform the way we approach life's unfolding moments. The universe doesn't operate on our schedule. It doesn't follow the timelines we create in our minds. It works on its own divine rhythm, one that is perfectly aligned with our soul's journey and greater purpose. Just because things aren't happening right now doesn't mean they won't happen. In fact, the universe might be preparing something far greater than what we could ever imagine beyond the limited view we have in the present. Trusting timing means releasing the anxiety that comes with wanting things to happen right away. It's about having faith that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even if it doesn't look that way from where we stand today. When you trust that the universe has a plan that's far bigger and more beautiful than anything you could have forced into existence, you experience a deep peace and relief. This isn't about doing nothing. It's about doing your part, staying present, and allowing life to unfold at its natural pace. Think about how nature works. Flowers don't bloom because they're forced, they bloom when it's their time. The same is true for us. When we force things, we disrupt the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. But when we trust the timing, we align ourselves with the universe's rhythm, which is always in perfect harmony with what we need. Trusting timing also means recognizing that the delays, pauses, and waiting periods are not obstacles, they are part of the process. These moments of waiting bring wisdom, clarity, and growth. They give us the space to refine ourselves, learn new lessons, and prepare for what's to come. It's in these quiet moments that the universe is working behind the scenes, orchestrating the perfect circumstances for our desires to manifest. Patience is not passive. It's a powerful act of faith. When you trust that everything is unfolding in divine timing, you unlock the peace of knowing that what's meant for you is already on its way. You don't have to force anything. Trusting timing gives you the freedom to be present, knowing that the right things will come to you at the right time. It allows you to relax, enjoy the journey, and let the universe surprise you with what's next. 5. You attract what you believe you deserve. One of the most profound teachings in Buddhism is the idea that our inner beliefs shape the reality we experience. This concept aligns closely with the law of attraction, the belief that we draw into our lives what we think we deserve. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, doesn't just respond to our wants or desires. It responds to the energy we emit based on how we perceive our own worth and what we believe is possible for us. When you believe you deserve peace, success, and happiness, the universe mirrors those beliefs back to you. This isn't about arrogance or entitlement. It's about knowing you're worthy of the good things life has to offer. The moment you recognize your worth, you begin to align with opportunities, people, and situations that reflect that belief. On the flip side, if you believe you don't deserve success or happiness, if you think you're destined for struggle or failure, that belief limits the possibilities that come into your life. The universe responds by reinforcing your sense of lack. If your inner dialogue tells you that you're not worthy, you subconsciously block the flow of abundance. Opportunities, people, and situations that would otherwise align with your goals remain out of reach. The key here is to shift your belief system. Buddhism teaches that our perception of ourselves shapes our experiences. When you see yourself as deserving of all the good things life has to offer, you're no longer in resistance. You align with the natural flow of abundance that the universe is constantly offering. You attract what you believe you deserve. Your belief is the key that unlocks the door to what's waiting for you. This isn't about entitlement. It's about recognizing your intrinsic value. Each of us is worthy of love, success, peace, and happiness. When you internalize that belief and live as if it's already true, you begin to draw those things into your life. The universe doesn't distinguish between positive or negative beliefs. It simply responds to the energy you put out. If you start vibrating with the energy of someone who deserves success and happiness, the universe will respond by bringing those things to you. Believing you deserve what you want doesn't mean you get everything without effort. Instead, It means you stop self-sabotaging, stop doubting your abilities, and stop shrinking back in fear. You begin to take inspired action, knowing you're deserving of the opportunities you're moving toward. And because you align with that energy, things start happening in your favor. When you believe you deserve more, whether it's success in your career, love in your relationships, or peace in your mind, the universe aligns to bring it to you. What you receive in life is a direct reflection of how much you believe you're worthy of it. As you begin to truly feel deserving, you'll notice a powerful shift. The doors that once seemed closed will begin to open, and the blessings you once thought were out of reach will slowly but surely start to manifest. 6. Calmness is a manifestation in itself. In a world that constantly encourages us to strive harder, push faster, and hustle more, the idea of calmness as a form of manifestation may seem counterintuitive. We've been conditioned to believe that success, love, and abundance only come when we work ourselves to the bone, when we're constantly moving, chasing, and striving. But what if the real secret to manifesting what we want in life lies not in the constant pursuit, but in embracing calmness? Calmness is not the absence of action. It's the presence of clarity, focus, and inner peace. When you are calm, you are able to tune in to your highest self, listen to your intuition, and align with the flow of the universe. It's when we're at peace with ourselves that we're able to attract the very things we desire. Calmness is a powerful yet subtle form of manifestation. It's an energy that acts as a magnet for the life you want. In Buddhism, we learn that everything in the universe is connected through energy. Just like a peaceful lake reflects the world above it without distortion. When you're calm, your energy becomes clear and aligned with what you want to manifest. When you're calm, you create space for the universe to work with you instead of against you. You no longer block the flow of opportunities, love, or abundance because you're not tangled in the web of anxiety, impatience, or desperation. When we feel anxious or rushed, we send out an energy of dissonance. We create friction with the universe. It's like trying to swim upstream against the current, using all your energy to fight the flow. But when you embrace calmness, you allow the natural flow of life to guide you. Think of calmness as the art of letting go of resistance. When you stop fighting against what is and simply accept the present moment, you create the perfect environment for manifestation to unfold. Manifesting doesn't always require effort in the way we think. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is nothing at all. Instead of constantly trying to force things into existence, you allow the universe to deliver what you need at the right time. 7. When you let go, you make space for miracles. In our fast-paced, goal-driven society, we're often taught that in order to get what we want, we have to fight for it, chase after it, and make things happen by sheer force of will. We hustle, we push, and we work ourselves into exhaustion, believing that the more effort we put in, the more we'll achieve. But what if I told you that the key to unlocking your deepest desires doesn't lie in fighting or pushing, but in letting go? The act of letting go is one of the most powerful things you can do. In Buddhism, it's understood that attachment is one of the primary sources of suffering. When we get too attached to a result, a person, or a thing, we hold on so tightly that we create resistance. This resistance blocks the natural flow of energy, stopping us from receiving what the universe wants to give us. We become so focused on when and how it will happen that we forget to see the bigger picture, the one the universe is already working on in the background. When you choose to let go, you stop trying to control everything, and by doing that, you make space for miracles to happen. Letting go doesn't mean giving up on your dreams or goals. It simply means releasing the need to control how those dreams should happen. You stop forcing things to go your way and start trusting that the universe has a better plan, one far greater than anything you could imagine. Letting go means stopping the need to control the result. It also means stopping the habit of worrying about what's next or getting stuck in thoughts about what you don't have. Instead, you shift your focus to fully living in the present, trusting that the path is already being paved for you step by step. This release opens up space for new opportunities, people, and experiences to enter your life. The more you let go, the more space you create for magic to happen. Think of it like planting a seed. You can't control how fast it grows or how it will sprout, but you can take care of the seed, water it, and give it the right environment. The rest is up to nature and its process of growth. When you let go of trying to control how your dreams grow, you allow the universe to guide things in ways you might never expect. Letting go also means letting go of the fear of losing something. When we're scared of losing what we have, we hold on too tightly, which leads to stress and worry. But when we release that fear of loss, we open ourselves up to receiving the abundance that the universe is preparing for us. This doesn't mean you stop caring or become passive. It means you believe that no matter what happens, you're still deserving of what's meant for you. It's within this open space that the universe creates its miracles. The most amazing miracles often come from things we didn't see coming. When we release our fixed expectations and give up the need to control, we make room for unexpected magic to enter our lives. We often believe we know what's best for us, but the universe, with its endless wisdom, knows so much more. By loosening our grip on how things must happen, we allow the universe to bless us in ways we could never imagine. Letting go is also a form of trust. It's being willing to say, I believe the universe is working for my highest good, even if I can't see the full picture yet. This is where true magic begins. The more you trust, the more the universe shows up in beautiful and surprising ways. The universe has its own way of arranging things far beyond our understanding, but this can only happen when we stop trying to control every little part of the journey. When you let go, you stop holding on to old habits, negative thoughts, and past letdowns. You stop letting the past control your future, and you open yourself to new possibilities. Letting go means accepting the unknown and trusting that what's meant to come will arrive at the right time. In this space of surrender, you create room for new chances, love, happiness, and abundance to flow into your life. Letting go isn't passive. It's a conscious decision to release attachment and trust in the journey of life. It's a strong and life-changing practice that opens the way for miracles. By letting go, you clear the path for the universe to bring you not just what you've asked for, but even more. When you stop holding on too tightly, you allow space for magic to enter. Trust that the universe is always on your side, and by letting go, you give it the freedom to fulfill your desires in ways beyond what you can imagine. Letting go is the doorway to receiving. The more you release, the more you allow yourself to receive. The more space you make, the more miracles can enter your life. So take a deep breath, let go of the need to control, and trust that everything you wish for is already on its way. When you let go, you open the way for the greatest miracles to appear in your life. Right now, wherever you are, Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and remind yourself that everything you need is already coming to you. Trust the journey. Trust the universe and just relax. When you stop chasing everything you need, we'll find you. Stay peaceful, stay open, and allow the universe to bring you what you truly deserve. Life doesn't always go according to our plan, but it is in those moments when we learn to let go and trust the natural flow of the universe that the real magic happens. Everything you're searching for, every dream you're nurturing, is already on its way to you. Remember, we don't always need to chase or control everything. Sometimes, all we need to do is stop, relax, and trust in time and the universe. The good things will come to you when you're ready to receive them and allow them to appear in ways you never imagined. Live with faith and peace, knowing that you are deserving of the best things life has to offer. And when you let the universe lead the way, you will see life become lighter and more magical than ever before. Thank you for listening. If today's message brought you peace, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more soothing content. Wishing you a life filled with trust, peace, and the miracles you truly deserve.